everyone, welcome back to my kitchen, and today I have a special announcement. We're going to talk about my new cookbook, A Month of Menus, and I'm going to show you how I go through the process of my weekly meal planning. I have a lot of questions, a lot of people send me private messages, and a lot of people just want to know, how do you start meal planning? It's confusing, it can be really kind of stressful for some people, so that's what really inspired me to write this cookbook. So let's go see how this all comes together. Okay, I thought one of the best ways to show you how to begin meal planning, not just to write a cookbook about it, but also to show you my process. Now, once you get really good at it, you can knock these out in a matter of minutes. But my biggest suggestion is to really make time to do your meal planning. Every week you need to have a little while where you sit down away from the family, where you're able to gather your thoughts, where you're able to remember what you have on hand in your freezer, in your refrigerator, in your pantry. The longer that you're married, the longer that you have a family, the easier this process gets. If you're a young married or newlywed, sometimes this whole idea of meal planning can just blow your mind and you just say, forget it. I am not doing it. I'll just figure it out when we're hungry. That is going to cost you money, it's going to cost you time, and it's going to cost you a lot of other things. Because I guarantee you when you do that, you're spending way more money on eating out than you ever should. You are spending money on unhealthy foods, and you're going to seriously wreck your budget. You know what? We have to budget our time too. So all of these things are going to help you to budget your time and your money, and really they're going to help you eat better. So gathering your thoughts. I'm going to show you, this is my weekly meal planner, and you can do this on a calendar, you can do this in your, if you are a planner person and you have a planner, you can do this in your planner. Sometimes I do that, and I will just tape out with washi tape, you know, and I'll have a section for what I'm going to do, and I have a section for what we're going to have for dinner that week. But for all intents and purposes, this is the weekly meal planner printable that I have available in the cookbook extras, and you'll be able to print this out every week and sit down. The difference from the, I'll show you what the meal plan looks like in the book. This is the week 1 meal plan. You see, I have it all nicely printed out and planned for you. But on the printable one, I thought it would be helpful if you're just getting started meal planning to divide it up a little bit differently. So I've divided this part up into main course, starch, vegetable, and extra side. You may not use the extra side every single time. You may not even use the starch side if you're making a casserole, and I'll show you how I deal with that. So for this week, I already have a roast chicken, so I thawed that out. And we're going to have mashed potatoes, which I already have on hand. We're going to have broccoli from the freezer. We're going to have stuffing from a box. And we're going to have cranberries that I already have on hand, like cranberry sauce. This day is what I call my big cook. In the cookbook, you're going to get 4 weeks worth of full meal plans. And every week begins with a big cook. And when I say big cook, that means that you're going to take some leftover meat from this day and you're going to apply it to another day in the week, and you're going to make a leftover makeover for your family out of that leftover meat. This day is already taken care of. Tomorrow we're going to plan on having chili spaghetti. This is chili, Rick's chili from the freezer, and I don't have to cook that. I just have to take it out, make some spaghetti and a salad, and dinner is good to go. The other thing I wanted to mention was you should customize your menu to suit your family. If you like to have breakfast for dinner a lot, then put it on the menu once a week. If you like to have tomato soup and grilled cheese sandwiches, put it on the menu once a week. If you're on a super tight budget, you can have macaroni and cheese with ham steak one night. You can have hot dogs one night. You can have omelets one night. You can have, you know, chicken soup out of a can one night. You can really make it affordable and economical for your budget. You have to make this work for you. You shouldn't feel guilty about buying things from the grocery store that help you afford to feed your family. This is just how I'm doing it this week. But like I said, we use a lot of chicken in our house, so For Tuesday of this week, we're going to have grilled chicken. I'm going to have Rick grill a whole bunch of chicken breasts on the grill. We're going to have baked sweet potatoes and steamed green beans. Now, The next night, we're going to make a chicken and stuffing casserole. This is a leftover makeover from our Sunday roast chicken dinner. If I have any stuffing left over, we're going to use that, and we're going to use the leftover chicken meat to make a casserole with a creamy sauce, maybe some cheese, and then we're going to pop that in the oven until it's bubbly, and we're going to have a salad and cranberry sauce with that. Thursday is pizza night in our house. Don't ask why it ended up being Thursday, but it just did. It's been that way for 14 years. We're going to make homemade pizza that night, or we might make calzones or stromboli. It just depends, but it will be homemade. If you don't want to go to the trouble of making your own pizza, sometimes we order out. Last week we ordered pizza out, so this week we're making pizza at home. If you don't want to make your own dough, you can get dough at the deli for about $1 a ball for a 1-pound ball of pizza dough. Grab a couple of those, bring it home, make your own pizza. You don't have to make your own dough. It's no biggie. We're also going to have a Greek salad that night. The next night, we're going to take the leftover grilled chicken that we grilled on Tuesday, and we're going to have a salad dinner. We typically have salad dinner at least once a week, especially in the warmer months. And we always have either romaine or butter or mixed lettuce and baby spinach on hand, grape tomatoes, cucumbers, onions, and then whatever salad dressing is your favorite. And I may make pizza, garlic knots or biscuits one night. It just depends on what I'm feeling like, but we'll usually have some sort of bread to go along with that salad. The next night, we're going to have burgers on the grill with frozen French fries, and I'll make some coleslaw. But this just gives you an idea. Now, typically, I would sit down and make my menu plan for the week after church on Sunday. Today, I did, but I had planned on making a roast chicken. So you want to think ahead. If you're going to have to thaw out meat or what have you, you definitely want to think ahead. And
if you have this planned out, you can look at, say, Friday we're going to have some chicken, so I better take it out of the freezer.
Exactly. When you have your meal in place, like tomorrow, I know that I'm going to want chili out of the freezer, so I can take the chili out of the freezer tonight after dinner is cleaned up and put it in the refrigerator. For Tuesday, I know I'm going to want grilled chicken, so we're going to want to take some chicken breasts out of the freezer Monday night after I do dishes. So that's when you want to get into that habit of taking a look at your menu the night before, what you're going to make tomorrow, and make sure you have all the things in place. Now, the other process here is you need to make a grocery list. You need to go through your pantry and your fridge and your freezer, and you need to make sure you have all the things that you need on hand to make what you have planned. So, I have created a shopping list for you, and I divided it up into categories: produce, meat, dairy, pantry, frozen, and deli. And then I left this extra down here, miscellaneous, because you're going to need other things, like you need cat food or cat litter, you need Windex or something else. You need a place to write that down too. So if I look at my menu plan, and let's say that I'm going to go shopping for this menu plan, I already know that I have what I need for this roast chicken dinner. So we're only going to look at the remainder of the week. So I don't need spaghetti because I know I have that in my pantry, but I know I'm going to need things for this salad. So I'm going to need grape tomatoes, and I'm going to need cucumber, and then I'm going to need 2 packages of grape tomatoes, because down here I'm going to make a Greek salad and I'm going to want some for that, and I'm also going to want some for our salad dinner, and I'm probably going to need 2 packages of cucumbers. Now, I like either English cucumbers or I like Persian cucumbers, which are the small cucumbers, and they usually come 5 or 6 to a package, so I'm going to put 2 down. The next night we're grilled chicken that night. I already have that in my freezer, so I don't need it, but I do need sweet potatoes. So I'm going to write down sweet potatoes. And I'm going to put 4 because I need 4, 1 for everybody. I have green beans in my freezer, so I don't need those. The chicken and stuffing casserole, I'm going to need a box of stuffing just to have on hand, because I only have 1 and I'll be using it tonight for our dinner. We're going to have salad that night again, and I'm going to need some cranberry sauce because I only, again, have 1 can. And I'm all out of my homemade cranberry sauce. The next night is pizza night. I'm going to need pizza sauce, so I need a jar of pizza sauce. And I think I'm out of mozzarella cheese, so we're going to need some mozzarella. Whatever you like. I think that we're out of pepperoni, so I'm going to write pepperoni down here because I know Rick will want pepperoni. we're gonna need that, one stuffing, one cranberry sauce, one pizza sauce, and maybe I'll pick up a couple extra just to stick in the pantry, but for right now, this is what I'm gonna need. We're having Greek salad this night, so I know that I'm gonna need feta cheese, so I'm gonna write feta cheese down. And I'm gonna need a red onion for this, and some romaine lettuce. We also eat a lot of produce and vegetables. Burgers, that night we are going to have burgers. I have ground beef in the freezer. It's true. But when I make hamburgers, I do not like using meat that has been thawed out. It falls apart. So I'm going to go to my grocery store that has a meat case, and I'm going to write 2 pounds of burger meat. I always buy my burger meat fresh. I really don't like to use burger meat thawed out for burgers after it's frozen. I will use it for tacos or enchiladas or spaghetti sauce or chili, no problem. But I don't like frozen meat thawed out for burgers at all. That's just my preference. You do what works for you. And I know I have fries because last week we bulked up on the fries that we liked, the particular brand. They were buy one get one free, so we filled up our freezer with fries, so we don't have to buy those for a while. But coleslaw, I know I'm gonna need to get slaw mix. I think I'm gonna need a mayonnaise and an apple cider vinegar. This leaves a lot of room on your shopping list. When you know what you have on hand, and I'll show you. I have a freezer inventory here. This tells you what you have on hand. You can write down what you have in your freezer. This is just a really quick at a glance. And then you can adjust this weekly or monthly, whatever works for you. You can white this out and change the number, whatever you want. But these are easy to print out. You can just keep them in a sheet protector on your fridge or in your kitchen somewhere. And it helps you to know what you have on hand. I also have a pantry list that I do not have filled out here, but I know what I have in my pantry right now. And this gives you an idea. You can keep track of what you have. Canned goods, boxed goods, baking goods, sauces, condiments, and oils, which usually ends up being one of my largest lists, and spices, and then we have a miscellaneous list. Some of these things here are going to be in the fridge or they're going to be in the pantry. It just depends. I do buy ginger paste and lemongrass paste in the grocery store produce section. They come in a tube and they last a really long time. So when I buy those things, I know that I have them on hand, and there are a few recipes in the cookbook that require those things. But if you don't like them, don't want to use them, or they're too expensive for your budget, then don't feel like you have to buy them. Okay? This is very, very forgiving. But you have freezer and pantry list. You've got a shopping list printable. And then I also did you guys a don't forget list, and this is easy to just cut in half, and then, or you can just fold it in half. You can stick this on your fridge. We have this on our refrigerator, and we just bought everything on the other list. And Micah wrote tuna on here because she just used the last can of tuna. But I thought this was really helpful because you can, when you run out of something, let's say you use the last of the orange juice, then you can just write OJ on there. Like Micah said, tuna. We can write tuna on there. But this is just an easy way to keep running track of things that you definitely need. So when you sit down once a week to make your shopping list, you take this off the fridge and then you write down tuna. And then you write down 12 because we buy 12 at a time. And then we write down orange juice because we're out of orange juice. And we always buy our orange juice in a carton. So up to you, but I find this to be really helpful. This is what works for us. All these things are what work for us. So that's how I do a menu plan and a grocery list. And then you should do this in conjunction with how you get paid. And then I just wanted to show you a couple of highlights. The cookbook, of course, all of these printables are included. The cookbook is 100% printable. One of my viewers shared on Facebook that she bought the book and she printed it out and put it in a binder, and it looked fantastic. She set it in a cookbook holder in her kitchen, and it really is humbling when you see people who are excited to use what you've created. And I am very proud of this book. My friend Heather was so kind. She told me she thought it was the best one I have ever done. In any case, this is the cover, a month of menus, and then here's the table of contents. You're getting 47 different recipes. You're getting 4 complete weekly meal plans. There's enough meal ideas in here for an entire month. There's 28, so that's 4 weeks of 7 days. And I included all of the recipes to go along, except for, I think, I didn't include things like dinner salad and grilled cheese sandwiches because I think you guys can figure those out. But if I thought that you needed it, I put it in here. And these are things that my family eats that I know your family is going to eat, and there's nothing like wild in here. There's nothing crazy. You can get all the ingredients in this cookbook at Walmart if that's where you shop. And I say that because it seems like everybody has a Walmart. If you don't like shopping at Walmart, you'll be able to get this stuff at the Piggly Wiggly, I promise you. But here's the week 1 meal plan, and these are really simple ideas, and every week you have a big cook on Sunday. Every week you have a soup meal. Every week you have a skillet meal. Every week you have a leftover makeover using the main course from Sunday on Wednesday. And then every week you're going to have either an oven roast or you're going to have a pasta dish. I have pizza here. Here's a skillet meal here. There's a salad meal. Sometimes there are weeks when and here's the shopping list for that week 1 menu plan. And there's still plenty of room if you need to get other things that you can write down, or maybe there's something on sale at the grocery store that week. You should sit down with your grocery store ads and you should buy things when they're on sale, and you should buy enough to get you through 3, 6, 9, or 12 months if that's what you can afford and have space to put. And then you'll always be eating at that sale price instead of the price that it is on that day. Week 2, again, a big cook, and we've got a cream chicken, which is like a skillet dish. We've got a sheet pan dinner. We've got a leftover makeover. And then we've got a pasta dish, which is also a skillet meal. Then we've got some fried rice here as like a ham and pineapple fried rice, and a salad dinner here. And again, the week 2 grocery shopping list. There may be some carryover, like with garlic and things like that. And if you like to buy garlic in a jar, you can just cross that right off the list and you don't have to get it. This is just my way of trying to help you guys become more organized and mindful in your meal planning and your grocery shopping and all of that. These are skills that are acquired over time. So if you are new to this, please don't feel overwhelmed, because in time you will get it, I promise. And this is the creation that I have made for you guys. The printables and the recipes. The cookbook has 47 recipes and 4 complete meal plans. And the bonus extras that I've done for you that will be coming along with it include 10 help them in a hurry recipes that are when you're just so busy and you're like out of breath and you totally need to get dinner on the table. What am I going to make? There are 10 quick ideas. You can run to the grocery store, get what you need, go home, cook it, get it on the table, and done. Because there are nights that we all have that happen. We're just totally blank. We didn't take anything out to thaw. Even though we wrote our meal plan, we are just too hectic with kids going 6 different directions. But we really need to get dinner on the table. And we do not want to eat pizza or burgers. Because number 1, we don't want to do that too often. And number 2, it's really expensive. So the bonus extras come with 10 help them in a hurry recipes. They come with all of the shopping lists, plus a full pantry list, including all of the ingredients that I've used in the cookbook, plus some that I always keep on hand in my pantry, along with free printables that include the weekly meal planner, the don't forget list, the pantry list, the freezer list, and the shopping list. You can find a link down below in the information box to my website where you can purchase this. This is a digital download only, and you can download it and you can print it. Please print it. I had someone ask me, can I print the book? Absolutely, you can print it. This is a PDF version. If you are downloading it to your phone or your e-reader, please make sure you have the Adobe Acrobat so that you can access the file, because I did have someone who was trying to download it and they had a problem, and it was because they didn't have the Adobe Acrobat app on their phone. If you don't have that, you can't download a PDF file. The digital book is $19.95 and it is available for you right now. You can get it instantly and you can start using it today. I hope that this excites you about meal planning. I will be doing more videos in the future about meal planning and how I do it. And we're going to go over some of the other things that I do in my life to help save money with our grocery bill. If you like that idea, please leave a comment down below. If you have purchased the cookbook already, please leave a comment down below and let everybody know how you like it, what you think about it. And I hope that you love it. If you already got it, if you didn't and you're excited about meal planning, I hope that you will get it, because this is helpful for everyone. Even if, you know, if you're new or even if you've been meal planning for a long time, it's always great to have fresh material. So I hope that this video was helpful. I hope you enjoyed it. And I hope that you will check out my Month of Menus cookbook, and I hope that you will pick it up for yourself and use it for your family. And until next time, I'll see ya.